What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 152 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Wednesday, October 21st, 2020. I'm your host, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, hello. What's up, man?
Hey.
How are you?
How are you?
Welcome.
It's spooky season.
What's going on? It officially is spooky season. I officially went pumpkin picking this past week. So
did you carve any pumpkins?
No, I'm carving on Saturday.
Okay,
so
I carved a pumpkin.
Yeah. I saw your pumpkin, and I liked it.
It's a Drifloon. I'm trying to channel my inner shiny Drifloon by carving the Drifloon into the pumpkin.
My son wants to carve. I want to paint. So I haven't really decided what I'm going to do yet, but I kind of wanted to do some kind of multi-pumpkin thing with paints.
Well, you need to take pictures and share it with me.
Oh, no, for sure. No, I totally will. But yeah, my son will be carving and I'll be painting. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm doing that on Saturday. So back to the pumpkin patch because I got to get a big pumpkin.
That's awesome.
My son likes little pumpkins. So it's like all he has right now are these tiny little things. Now he decided he wants to carve.
So you need a bigger pumpkin.
We got to get like a big dookie pumpkin. So I might even go to like Costco or something and just be like, I need a big ass pumpkin.
Yeah, my son carved out a Minecraft creeper face. He did fantastic.
I did that one year with my son. That was fun.
Yeah, and then
totally
my partner Chanel, she did the corpse bride, and it was like super challenging, and she did a fantastic job with it.
Well, it is officially the spooky season, and, Halloween is going to be here before we know it, and we've got a lot of stuff to talk about today, so much so that we're actually going to be cutting short our typical recap section just so we can get through everything that's going on, because there is a ton of big news items to cover this week, lots of different topics. We're going to start with the fact that Mega Venusaur will be rotating out of Mega Raids, and Mega Gengar will be replacing it.
Is it weird that all I hear is from the Pokemon movie, or whatever the Pokemon movie is, the main one, like where Venusaur is like sad and just yells, and he's like, Venusaur. That's like all I hear, and then Venusaur like fading into the background.
It's like, sorry, Venusaur, you'll be back. That's the thing. You know that these Pokemon will be back just like they do with, regular raid bosses. They'll be back. But there is going to be plenty of ways to still earn Venusaur Mega Energy, and we'll cover that in detail. We have spooky shenanigans coming to the Halloween 2020 event. We finally have complete details on the full Halloween event, not just that little mini Drifloon event that we talked about last week. The Crown Tundra expansion is coming to Sword and Shield, and with it, some Glarion Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go.
Sweet.
Very exciting stuff. Yeah, Pokemon Go Twitter has been teasing images all day, and it's pretty exciting. So we'll talk about that. The November update is here, and the madness that we experienced through September and October will not stop. And November does have a lot of stuff going on as well. We have Niantic fully disclosing egg pools in 2, 5, and 10K eggs for the first time. Not just, you could hatch this Pokemon and others. We actually know the definitive complete egg pool for 2, 5, and 10. We'll break that down. That's pretty cool if they're doing that. AR mapping has come to the game. And, this has kind of been a little bit of a hot topic, potentially poke the bear worthy maybe for next week. So we'll talk about what this is all about and where the community is with their feelings. But before we really get into anything and start talking about Venusaur, Adam, let's do like a super quick recap. We had Charmander Community Day, Shuppet Spotlight Hour. We had Origin Form Giratina in Raids and Raid Hour today. We had Strange Eggs coming to us last week. How has your last week of gameplay been, and what have you been up to?
All right, I'll go in reverse. Strange Eggs, I've only hatched one thing new, and that's a Volibee, which, awesome. I was excited for it. The Origin Form Giratina Raid Hour, I did, I think, 2. No, I did 3, but I'm calling you out, Ricky. You invited me to a raid that had under 5 minutes left. So by the time it said, your Pokemon have fainted, I could not get back into the raid. So Lost a Giratina
No.
there, and that was probably my shiny one. Just saying. Shuppet Spotlight Hour, I kind of did this like haphazardly. I just kind of was shiny checking. I didn't actually like catch anything, to be honest. Charmander Community Day, I did fairly well. My son did better. But out of the research, the last research like completion task, which was the Charizard, I captured a 100% Charizard from the special research. So that was wicked cool. I was
awesome.
so excited. I was like, yes.
That's worth the day right there.
Yep. And then I was
Now
trying
you
to
have your
figure out
perfect
which
Mega-
one. Do I do
Mega
X or Y?
evolved,
X
yeah.
or Y? X or Y?
Do both.
You could do both?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Mind has been blown.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. All right. So for me, Charmander Community Day was great. That was the day I went to the pumpkin patch. So I pretty much go plus the entire day and took it kind of easy. The first time that I ever successfully combined a Pokemon Go event and like family time kind of stuff. So that was kind of fun. And, usually it's crazy to try to pull that off, but this seemed to work. So that was good for me. Shuppet Spotlight Hour, I was really tied up yesterday, so I didn't get to play too much, but I did go plus. I probably caught about 75 or so. No shinies. I did need one of the shinies too, so that was kind of a bummer. But, it was mostly go plus there. Origin Form Giratina, I haven't done many. Maybe 20 or so total. And then today, during my raid hour, which I only did a couple, local, I put in the Discord, hey, anyone want some invites? I have one here. And I finally got my shiny today. And officially hanging things up for
Congratulations.
Giratina Origin Form. Yeah, it's been killing me. Because not only have I not got any shinies, but I've also gotten all shitty IVs over the past 2 weeks. So very excited to get the shiny. I can finally move on and wait for Mega Gengar, which we'll talk about in a minute. Strange Eggs. So I've been taking this very slow for two reasons. One, I know that there's no real rush. This is something that's going to always be part of the game. I'm always going to be defeating leaders. So it's something I could always get to. As far as taking advantage of it during the quarter hatch distance, that's what I was really trying to do, but I wasn't going to buy any rocket radars or anything like that. So I wanted to, I had to go through, defeat the 6 grunts, then beat the leader. So it was a little time consuming. I've probably only hatched about 10 strange eggs total, but from that 10, I've received all 3 new Pokedex entries, which is great. 2 Vullabis, the Pawniard, and the Sandile from those 10 eggs.
That's awesome.
So I'm very happy. Yeah, very, very happy with those odds. It's pretty much if you hatch 2 Vullabi, you can evolve like you're getting the high amount of candy. I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressed out about it. I mean, I've dumped probably 2,000 rare candy into Blissey over the past couple months. So it's like, I'm not even worried about rare candy. Like if I really wanted to evolve this stuff, like I could just dump rare candy into Pawniard and evolve it immediately. But, 2 or 3 hatches and you're golden. So I'm not pushing it, taking it nice and slow, having a lot of fun with it. I'm super happy I got the Origin Form Giratina shiny. And Charmander Community Day was fun. You know what I mean? It's like I just nonchalant playing with the Go Plus. I still think I got 17 or 18 shiny.
Yeah, it didn't feel like I needed to like play properly. Even though I still played hard for like 3 hours.
Original.
Yeah, it's like we've already done this. We've been here, we've done this. I guess what made it more exciting was the special research for me. So, and hey, that's where I got my 100%. So that makes me happy.
If I had the 100% Charizard, which I don't, but if I did, I would actually absolutely spec that out with Dragon Breath and Blast Burn. That would be a badass Charizard, like for sure.
That would be a BAMF.
Use the Elite TM.
I think I have one. I'll do it.
There you go.
You can't make me do it. No, but I'll do it.
Let's move on to what we have going on with the rest of October, because there is a lot. Let's talk about this Mega Venusaur action here, Adam.
Definitely, because Pokemon Go published a blog post to notify us of our first Pokemon that's rotating out of the Mega Raid boss pool. Venusaur.
Yeah, Venusaur.
Okay, so on Friday, October 23rd at 6 p.m., Mega Venusaur will be rotating out and will be replaced by Mega Gengar. Woo! Which is a welcome change. I'm sure everybody's excited. Sure. I'm excited. You're excited. Anybody that's listening is excited. And if you're not excited, you don't like spooky season. We were wondering what it would be like to earn Mega Energy for Pokemon that aren't currently in the rotation, and now we have an understanding of how it's going to work. We're going to be able to earn Venusaur Mega Energy by completing field research, as well as an upcoming timed research in November. While these mechanics are tied to Venusaur, we have some global updates that will affect all Megas. So I'm interested to find out there. You're going to be able to earn Mega Energy by walking with your buddy Pokemon, if you have previously evolved a Pokemon in your buddy Pokemon's evolutionary line. This means if you have previously Mega Evolved a Charizard, you can make a Charmander your buddy, and you're going to earn Charizard Mega Energy. I love this addition.
Huge.
Yeah, this is awesome.
This is huge. Absolutely huge. So all you really have to do is worry about getting that Dex entry, and then you can have an unlimited surplus of Mega Energy just by walking with your buddy. Phenomenal. Great idea. It'll be interesting to see if they scale this like Candy, where you have 1K, 3K, 5K, 20K, like how they're going to do that. But I just think that this is a great option because you'll always be able to earn that Mega Energy.
Right, it's very passive.
You don't have to worry about the Pokemon being actively in the raid pool. So
exactly.
You're completely covered. I love it.
And we'll also be able to earn additional candies when you have an active Mega Evolved Pokemon and you catch a Pokemon that shares the same type with your Mega Evolved Pokemon, even if it's going to be a raid boss. This means that if your buddy is Mega Charizard X, which is Fire/Dragon, you're going to earn additional candies when you catch Fire or Dragon-type Pokemon.
Yeah,
I love this addition.
No, solid for raid bosses. I mean, you know what I mean? If you're going against legendaries, this is a great way to get extra candy as long as you can match the type with a Mega Evolved buddy. It's think about going after Rayquaza. It's if you have Mega Charizard X as your buddy, you're going to get extra Rayquaza candy every time you catch one. That's huge. That's a huge help. So what do you think of Venusaur going away? It's bound to happen, right?
I'm going to miss it. Not really, but I'm going to miss it.
I'm surprised Blastoise didn't go first.
Well, Venusaur, we all know is the least favorite of the trio.
Is it?
We all know that.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's just not the favorite. And the reason that Blastoise is, it's because Blastoise beats Charizard. Just saying.
Okay. No, I knew this was bound to happen. I'm just glad that they have a solid contingency plan in place already for people to still have methods to earn Mega Energy without having to raid. So
right, and I like this. I wish we had stuff for. I know we just had Beedrill, but even if there was a specific task that allowed us to say, oh, okay, that's the task I'm looking for because that has Beedrill energy, or whatever Mega Energy, or this task is for Venusaur energy.
I kind of had. It was weird when you would get a Mega Energy task because the colors of the Mega Energy stones are so similar across all the different Pokemon. You're you get a task for 10 Mega Energy. You're what fucking Pokemon is that for?
Right.
It's I don't even know. So I'm sure that they're going to have some way of detailing this if they're going to be making field research a way to earn energy. They have to make it.
I just wish it was communicated
put the word
a little
fucking
bit better.
Venusaur there or something.
Right.
It has to be clear.
Just a little bit more communication. That's I'm not asking for the world. Just a little bit more clarification.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. But I think that this combined with the increased Mega Energy cap up to 2,000 and the 8-hour Mega Evolution duration is just giving a little bit more value and reason to to have the Megas out, especially with earning more candies, with the same type. It's just more purpose for Megas, and I think that's what Megas were desperately needing, is people wanted a reason to use them. So now there's more reason to use them. So good stuff.
And they even doubled the time that they allowed us to have them. So that's exciting.
Yeah, 8 hours. Yep. Good stuff.
All for a reason.
All right, let's move on to the Halloween 2020 event. This is a big one. Last week we talked about the Drifloon like little mini event, which we'll recap in a moment. But this is the global, the main deal, the big Halloween event that we were hoping wasn't just the Drifloon event. We're like, that's not just it, right? Like, there's going to be more. Yes, there's plenty more. So at the top of the show, I did mention that we're going to be covering like the November update, like all the November stuff, but we're not out of October yet. So let's just get through October, and then we'll ultimately, lead into what's going on through November. So from Friday, October 23rd, day this podcast comes out, at 6 p.m. PDT to Tuesday, November 3rd at 6 p.m. PDT, will be the Halloween 2020 event, and will feature the following. Ghost-type Pokemon will be appearing more often in the wild, raids, and eggs. That's pretty standard fare. Gengar wearing a Mega Bannet costume will be available in raids, and Sableye wearing a Litwick costume will be available in the wild and in eggs. Adam, have you seen these models, and what do you think? Because I love them.
I think they are absolutely amazing. I'm more
They
a
look
fan
so good.
of Sableye. It's such a cool costume. It really
Dude,
is.
the shiny Sableye with the Litwick hat. Holy shit. I want that so bad. All right, what else we have? We have Glarion Yamask. We saw this in the code last week when we talked about the APK mine. Glarion Yamask will be appearing in Pokemon Go for the first time. It'll be part of the Halloween 2020 special research, a spooky message unmasked. So this will be through the special research.
Sounds spooky.
We talked last week. We were like, hey, is, the Glarion Renugurus or Renugur, the evolution of Yamask, was that going to be like the replacement for Spiritomb? No. Spiritomb will be back, and you can encounter it in field research and in that special research, and the shiny will be available. So all those people that were doing their best to like stock up on Spiritomb, like getting them traded from people and all that, now you're going to be able to get a whole bunch of them through field research and then ultimately special research as well.
I wonder how hard
exciting.
the task will be.
Dude, it's a good shiny. It's a fucking phenomenal shiny. It looks so good.
I want it.
So good. Trainers who completed the Mega Buddy Challenge timed research couple months ago now will be able to participate in an exclusive timed research that will reward Gengar Mega Energy. We knew about this for a while. Darkrai will be featured in 5-star raids. Last week we discussed how Pokeminers found Dark Void in the code. Dark Void is Darkrai's signature move, so we can assume that this Darkrai in raids will have that, but again, that's not confirmed. We're going to have Halloween-themed field research. We have Halloween-themed avatar items like a Pikachu mask, Gengar onesie, Sableye goggles, a Sableye mask, and a Bannet mask. And there's also going to be a new pose that's called the Spooky Pose, whatever the fuck that means. We'll talk about the Verizon stuff in a minute, but we have masks now in the game, like face masks, COVID masks. So we have that avatar inventory slot on the face. So now, in addition to just having like a COVID face mask, you could have something like a Pikachu face mask. So that's pretty cool. There's also those cool-looking Halloween boxes that we talked about last week. The Creepy Crate, the Boo Bundle, and the Pumpkin Pack will be coming to the shop. Who knows what's in them or what they'll cost, but that's coming. Snapshots will be giving a spooky surprise. Benefit-wise, we have 2 times transfer candy and 2 times catch candy for the duration of the event. And if that wasn't enough, we have like these sub-events happening during this Halloween 2020 event. We talked about it last week, the Catch Mastery Ghost Day. This is Sunday, October 25th from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. local time. This is featuring Drifloon. You get extra XP for, good, great, excellent, and curveball, that kind of stuff, extra XP. We also knew about the Go Battle League Halloween Cup. This is Monday, October 26th at 1 p.m. PDT to Tuesday, November 3rd at 1 p.m. PST, because you have the changeover to daylight savings. Alolan Marowak will have a raid day, October 31st, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's a lot of stuff floating around right now of Shadow Bone or whatever, of what move this is going to possibly have. let's just not speculate on it right now because no one knows what the move is going to be. I'd hate to talk about a move and stats and then have it be changed. So, but we do know that we're having an Alolan Marowak raid day Saturday, the 31st on Halloween, 11 to 5 p.m. So that's pretty exciting. All right, Adam. So let's recap. We got a lot of shit going on here. We've got plenty of ghost types. We've got Glarion Yamask. We've got Spiritomb in research. We've got timed research for Mega Gengar Energy. We've got Darkrai. All this Avatar shit. There's a lot going on here, right? Like this is a pretty solid
jam-packed
Halloween.
It's such
good.
a short amount of time.
This is a good event.
But also, how do we know if we completed the Buddy Challenge? Is there a way to know?
Isn't it in the special research tab as completed research? Didn't it have a name? I believe it had a name. Mega Buddy Challenge, it's called.
Oh,
okay. So it is checked off.
All right, I do have that checked off.
If you see that in your completed special research tab, then you will have access to that Gengar timed research.
I just got scared for a second. I was like, I don't know if I actually did that.
Yo, Avatar Gengar onesie? What? Let me see what that shit looks like. I can't wait to see that. But no, I'm excited for Galarian Yamask. I think that's pretty cool.
I'm more excited for Sableye.
Yeah, the Sableye is pretty hot.
That's because he's got a
I want to see what's going to be in these Halloween boxes. You know, hopefully they'll not just simply replace the boxes for the Avatar or Adventure box and whatever. Like I want these to actually be unique. So hopefully there'll be some cool items in there. But Double Catch Candy is fucking great, especially for Darkrai coming. You know what I mean? Like, give me that. I want to evolve my Galarian Yamask, so I want the Double Candy there. So that's good stuff. So I'm thrilled for this lineup of events, and I like how we have like this overarching Halloween event that kind of influences the spawn pool, the raid pool, the egg pool, and then you have these like little sub events: the Catch Mastery, the Halloween Cup, and the Alolan Marowak raid day, all happening within this Halloween 2020. 2 weeks or whatever it is. So I definitely like it. I just think that this is a great example of how to pull off an event where regardless of what type of trainer you are, there's going to be something for you to do. You don't have to feel left out. I don't know if I mentioned it here. There were some like ghost snapshot surprises. Yeah, I think I did mention that. So there's a little bit of something for everyone here, but what stands out to you? The Sableye?
Just the Sableye. No, the Sableye and the Spiritomb. I am more curious as to what the task is going to be, just like I said, because is it going to be something like that? It replaces the Spinda task where it's like make 5 great curveball throws in a row, or is it just going to be like super easy, like spin 3 stops? Like how
do you struggle with the 5 curveballs in a row?
Nope, I got 2 this morning. I got 2, and I got both of them, and I still have yet to get a shiny Spinda.
Yeah, no shiny Spinda for me either. Yeah, that task is hit or miss. Like sometimes it's 5 throws, I get it. Sometimes it'll fucking plague me all fucking day, and it's like I just hold off to find like Venonats in the wild, so I have like a big target to throw at.
That's what I wait for.
Yeah, no, I think this is an absolutely phenomenal lineup. I think they're doing things properly. At least there's some consistency to overlapping events. It's not like you have these 2 completely innocuous events that have nothing to do with each other, but they have some kind of overlap, Friday to Monday or something like that. At least now we have one Halloween event and then these little Halloween events tucked in, so it's all Halloween. So I dig it.
Yeah, and the trick to the Spinda task is to get research, like your field research, and save stuff like Vulpix that have an easy great ball, like curveball throw, like ratio. Because I always hit the great ball, curveball on the Vulpix. So it's
that's what I would do with Venonat.
And just catch everything else.
Rhyhorn or something. Like something with a Whalmer, like with a huge fucking hitbox. It's like
that or Murkrow. Those ones are good.
Murkrow, fucking Murkrow. All right, Adam, let's move away from Halloween and talk about this
Shield
little bonus
Sword?
that we have here because we have the Crown Tundra releasing.
All right, so in celebration of the Crown Tundra coming to Sword and Shield, some Pokemon originally discovered in the Galar region are going to be appearing in the wild in Pokemon Go from Thursday, October 22nd at 6 p.m. PDT to Friday, October 23rd at 6 p.m. We've got Galarian Farfetch'd will be appearing more frequently in the wild.
Right.
And we can evolve Galarian Farfetch'd into Surfetch'd. But you have to make 10 excellent throws with it as your buddy.
All right, wait, so let me talk about this real quick. So when Galarian Farfetch'd was first introduced into Pokemon Go, it was one of these weird situations where we had an evolvable Pokemon, but we were gated by the game, and the game itself prevented us from evolving. So we knew that Surfetch'd was the evolution, but we just couldn't evolve. So now we have the ability to evolve, but just like, you have to walk a Bonsly 10K or whatever the hell it is, I guess this is going to be listed on the Galarian Farfetch'd screen by the evolve button, where it says there's going to be like a little counter, 0 out of 10, 1 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 9 out of 10, excellent throws. I love this because it kind of has the same feel like Sword and Shield, where I think it was you had to do 3 critical hits in one match with a Galarian Farfetch'd in order to get it to evolve to Galarian or to Surfetch'd. So this kind of puts a little bit of skill on it, and even if you remove your Galarian Farfetch'd from your buddy and switch it out, you won't lose your progress on those 10 excellent throws. So you don't have to do
good.
Yeah, you don't have to do them in succession. You don't have to do it all in one buddy session. Like, you can do it, as you need to, but you best believe the second I get a fucking, this goes live, I'll be putting a Galarian Farfetch'd, in my, as my buddy, and just start making like excellent throws, do a bunch of raids or some shit. But I think that's very, very
You're
cool.
going to see such an influx of trainers with Galarian
Yeah, it's going to be everybody's
as their buddy.
Yep.
Who's your buddy? Oh, well, my buddy's just Delibird.
Yeah.
So in addition to the Galarian Surfetch'd being released, or evolvable, Galarian Ponyta will be appearing in raids, and you can evolve that straight away into Galarian Rapidash as well.
This is exciting. This is going to be great for Ghost Snapshot photographers. Good looking fucking Pokemon, My Little Pony.
And after the event, Galarian Ponyta and Farfetch'd will be hatching from 7-kilometer eggs.
Okay.
I'm excited for that because I've really had no reason to go after the 7Ks. So like this makes me want to hatch more 7Ks.
Yeah, that'll be the only reason for sure.
And then we're also going to get some avatar items based on the Crown Tundra.
Yeah, so I like this. I think this is cool. I think anytime we see like a crossover with the main series kind of thing, it's exciting because that typically means that the Pokemon Company is a little bit more involved in the process. So I definitely dig this. I cannot wait to see some of the Ghost Snapshot stuff that feature Galarian Ponyta and Rapidash. I think they're just great looking Pokemon.
I feel like we should get an entire like the Zigzagoons. I think all of the Pokemon should come around, and like we should have Galarian Weezing back in raids for just this time,
like a Galar party.
Yeah, exactly. I think they could do it.
I still don't have Galarian Darumaka. That's something I do need
for
from
real?
7Ks. Yeah, dude. Well, because I don't hatch fucking 7Ks. Fuck that shit.
What's wrong with you?
Look, I'm
walking, Ken.
I am walking, and I do my single incubator grind. The whole strange egg thing has, I finally used all the super incubators that I had like pooled up from all my box purchases. So now I'm back down to just my single incubator. So it's like I'm at full hatch distance at a single incubator. My egg production is going fucking slow right now, and I don't mind one fucking bit. But no, I really like to make 10 excellent throws with to evolve the Galarian Farfetch'd into Surfetch'd. I think it's just cool to see new mechanics coming to evolution. So I dig it. I dig it.
I dig it.
All right, moving into November. Again, another massive fucking update here, and Niantic has been doing a good job of, giving us the November rundown prior to the month happening. We can definitely be rest assured that additional events will be added to this, including November Community Day, which isn't listed here. Oh, and just for the record, there was a fake image of a Bidoof Community Day for November going around that had the Leak Duck logo on it. It looked legit, totally fake, so just ignore that. But let's talk about everything that we have going on, at least, in this early release for the November rundown. Togetic will be our November research breakthrough encounter. I'd assume that Togetic cannot be shiny in the research breakthrough. It'd be one thing if it was Togepi or whatever, but because it's Togetic, I don't think this is going to be shiny in research, but we'll have to see. We're once again going to have rotating 5-star raid bosses, but this is kind of funky. So we knew that we have Darkrai coming. So we have Darkrai on October 23rd. And I'm just going to read the dates that the next Pokemon in sequence comes. So October 23rd, we have Darkrai. November 5th, there's going to be a changeover. But for whatever reason, we don't know what Pokemon. They just say a familiar Pokemon will be returning on November 5th. What the fuck does that mean? Who could that possibly be? Like, you have any guesses who this could be and why they wouldn't say who it is?
Into a raid? A familiar Pokemon?
Like, what does that mean? It's like, it's not, it's past Halloween, so it's not like a Halloween theme. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
Probably Palkia. That's all I can think of.
Maybe. I don't know.
Palkia or Kyurem. One of the two.
That'll be here till the 16th when the trio of Terrakion, Cobalion, and Virizion return. So the whole Swords of Justice will be back on the 16th. And that'll run us to the 24th where we have another Pokemon that is unnamed coming to 5-star raids.
Keldeo.
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm feeling.
Dude, this could be Keldeo. I didn't even think of that. Yes. Give me Keldeo.
I'm calling it.
Oh, that would be so fucking great. Yes. Oh, I really hope it's Keldeo. Oh, I really hope it is. All right. Raid hours for the weeks, which are Wednesdays at 6 to 7 p.m. local time, will feature the corresponding boss from that week. I'm assuming the week that all, the 3 Swords of Justice are here, the raid hour will feature all 3, but we'll have to tell when we get there. Spotlight hours, which are Tuesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. We also have that complete rundown for November. Here we go. November 3rd, Cubone with 2 times Catch Stardust. That's exciting. November 10th, Jigglypuff with 2 times Catch XP. November 17th, we have Meowth, Kanto Meowth, with 2 times Catch Candy. And November 24th, we have Barboach with 2 times Transfer Candy. So through the month, we have Cubone, Jigglypuff, Meowth, Barboach. Any of these stand out to you, or any of them give you any excitement in your jellies at all for the spotlights?
So Cubone, obviously, I'm excited because it's extra Stardust. But the real winner here is going to be Meowth for me because they still don't have that Kanto shiny. I was really hoping for it on the Alolan Meowth day, but I did not get it. So Cubone and Meowth, I'm excited for. Barboach and Jigglypuff, I could do without.
I need the Meowth also, but that doesn't mean I'm necessarily excited for a whole spotlight hour for it. Like, this game has ways of making mundane things some kind of exciting. I don't know. It's like I don't feel like I should be excited for Meowth, but I do need a shiny, so I'll be fucking playing for sure. Definitely don't need Meowth fucking candy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, not at all.
So weird.
We just got so many from the Alolan Meowth day.
Yeah. We're also going to have a limited research event coming at the end of the month on November 28th. However, the featured Pokemon for that limited research has not been announced.
It's got to be Shaman.
Oh, God. There was also some notes in the release that mentioned how additional catch information will be available, like what type of egg the Pokemon hatched from. If it was caught in a raid, it'll give you information about the raid. If it was in a Go Battle League reward, if it was an EX raid, like there's just going to be more data shared, I guess, in the Pokemon screen of how that Pokemon was acquired. Right now it's just like if there's an egg, all right, it was hatched. Well, what kind of hatch was it? You have to look, is it in a Premier Ball? Okay, well, did I get that from a raid? Like, you'll be able to get more information. So that's a win.
I really dig this.
Yeah, definitely cool, especially if they show like the location of the raid or something like that. I don't know. Just more information is always good. Can't complain there. And then the release wraps up with a note about how special research lines will roll out to new trainers. So that way, like if someone were to pick up the game for the first time today, and they turn the game on and go to their, special research tab, they're not like inundated with like 40 fucking special researches from the beginning of, since special research has been a thing. So I guess there's going to be some way where this will roll out a little bit more consistently to new trainers so they don't get overwhelmed with, just so much fucking special research, happening all at once. There'd be some kind of rollout.
Hopefully it's something where like they get to level 5 and like the next research rolls out, and then they get to level 10 and the next research rolls out.
Right. But there's a lot. You got to remember, like the non-paid ones, there was still like, Mew, Victini, Celebi, the Halloween stuff, all the Giovanni stuff. Like, so there's a lot. There's definitely a lot.
Yeah.
But I think
and a lot of those tasks, like they kind of end the task with just like, oh, like you completed all these things at the end. It's like, get the 1,000 XP, get the 1,000 XP, get the 1,000 XP, and I'm sure that will help new trainers level up.
Yeah,
quick.
for sure. But that's all in November, or at least the skeleton for November. I don't know what our November Community Day could be. It'll probably, what day is? Let's see, Thanksgiving is what, the 26th, right? So maybe the weekend before, so the weekend of the 21st, 22nd in November is when we might be able to expect Community Day. I don't know, but we'll have to pay attention to that because, this is our last normal Community Day as per our normal schedule. December is going to be, potentially a year or two roundup, so we'll have to see what happens there with Community Day. Anything you'd like to see for Community Day?
Not particularly. I mean, I can't think of all the Pokemon, I guess, that we've had that I missed out. I don't think that there's a Community Day that I was just like, man, I didn't get enough shinies.
Yeah. Well, Delibird's coming back in December. It's got to happen.
Yes. I'm excited for it to come back as a shadow because I'm going to go hard and fight as many Team Rocket as possible to try to get that shadow hundo.
I don't have the shadow Delibird at all, so I'm really fucking excited for that shadow. Definitely.
Yeah, I looked at my box. I think I had like 5. But what would you call a shadow hundo? A schwundo?
I guess. But have you done?
And then I wonder if you can get a shiny shadow Delibird.
Ooh, if it's a team leader Pokemon. Have you gone?
That would be cool.
Like with the strange eggs and everything. Like I think that they made Giovanni and the leaders way too fucking easy this time around. Like they were hard last time.
Yeah, they're pretty simple. I mean, as long as you have a Pokemon that can hit like that 3 charge bar move like really fast, like Meltan, just really fast. It doesn't matter really like what Pokemon you have at the end. You
charge
just
moves.
Clean. Yeah, it's just you just clean up.
Yeah, I thought they were a little too easy this time around, but
yeah, wasn't there a Twitter video of somebody like defeating it with like Magikarp and Kricketune?
Cricketot, yeah, like or Kricketune,
yeah.
Use Kricketune. It had Bug Buzz or something like that, and with the swaps of swapping the Magikarp out and just charging up the Bug Buzz or whatever it is, it pretty much took no damage the entire fucking match and was able to take out, a Sierra, I think, with just using the Kricketune. It was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's up on our Twitter if you want to check it out. All right, what do we got here, Adam? New eggs, new egg pools, and
yeah, we've got a pool that I can't wait to dive into. Splash. So Niantic posted a blog post that details some upcoming changes to the egg pools, which is actually pretty important. For the first time, Niantic is being completely transparent as to what Pokemon are available from each type of egg. All this info that the community usually puts together, this is the first time that it is coming straight from the top. Here's what we know, and keep in mind that regionals will still only hatch from eggs picked up in their regions. Just from the strange eggs, we're going to be able to get Larvitar, Absol, Sandile, Scraggy, Trubbish, Pawniard, Vullaby, and Deino. From 2 kilometer eggs, Zubat, Poliwag, Cubone, Magikarp, Mareep, Wooper, Snubble, Volbeat, Illumise, Whalmer, Swablu, Weasel, Baneri, Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, and Minccino.
Fucking starters. Still, does anyone get excited when they hatch a 2K and a Snivy, Tepig, or Oshawott comes out? Like, the starters just don't do it for me anymore. I don't know what it is. They just don't do it for me.
I'm excited for the addition of Illumise, or I don't know if that was in there before, but yeah, I like that.
I need that shiny.
I like hatching. Yeah, because if you got a good IV shiny one of those, oh, so good. From 5 kilometer eggs, we've got Machop, Farfetch'd, Seal, Voltorb, Lickitung, Kangaskhan, Tauros, Eevee, Pineco, Heracross, Corsola, Ralts, Aeron, Torkoal, Phoebus, Tropius, Clamperl, Relicanth, Mime Jr., Chatot, Hippopotamus, Carnivine, Pansage, Pansear, Panpour, Pachirisu, Blitzel, Raggenrola, Maractus, Gothita, Solosis, and Buffalant.
All right, let me break this down here. The big deal here is Phoebus is now in 5K eggs. So they finally listened, removed it from the 10K pool, put it in 5Ks.
That just means we're all going to be hatching Phoebus in our 5Ks.
A lot of the stuff here is regional. So you have Farfetch'd, you've got Kangaskhan, Tauros, Heracross, Corsola, Torkoal, Tropius, Relicanth, Mime Jr., Chatot, Carnivine, the Pansage, Pansear, Panpour, Pachirisu, Maractus, Buffalant. These are all regionals.
But that's cool because Buffalot's close to me. So what I can do is I can, clear all my eggs, drive, if I'm obviously, if I go, to drive to Nashua, I could just hit all the stops and just, try to get a full stack of 5K eggs.
And have 9 extra chances for Buffalant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a good Buffalant.
Yeah. But I've never been a fan of the 5K pool. I just think even if you remove all the regionals, it's probably about the same size as the 2K pool. But 5Ks they just never do it for me. I don't know. I'm not too excited about these. I guess Gothita and Solosis is cool, but I mean, Aeron, you really gonna be excited if you fucking hatch a Seal or a Ralts or an Aeron? I don't know.
Well, I mean, Clamperl's cool too.
Yeah, I need that shiny, so I'll take that.
All right, and out of 10 kilometer eggs, Shinx, Gibble, Riolu, Adino, Timber, Darumaka, Sigilif, Emolga, Ferroseed, Clink, Elgium, Litwick, Axew, Golett, and Rufflet. Rufflet, I'm so excited for because I think I only have the one.
Dude, if Elgium becomes the new Phoebus,
it probably already is.
So
because you said that.
Now, well, the reason that this is important is we had the big beef over Dino, and people saying you need to give us your rates. What are the rates? So if you have, Strange Eggs, Larvitar, Absol, Sandal, Scraggy, Trubbish, Ponyard, Vullaby, and Dino, what percentage do each of those have to hatch? We don't know those percentages yet, but we at least know the Pokemon. But if the Pokemon's odds heavily favor the shit in the pool, I don't know. It just seemed like, Phoebus and Clink would just spawn or hatch so much from fucking 10Ks that it really shot down people's desire to do 10Ks. So we'll have to see. And also the other thing to note here is we don't have any info on the 7K egg pool or the Adventure Sync 5K 10K pool, but I think that should come. But this is absolutely a step in the right direction, in my opinion, to provide trainers with some more transparency when it comes to what's going on in eggs, because this is one of the big pay mechanics in the game. So if you're going to pay, you should at least know what to expect. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Good on Niantic.
Yeah. We're not even at our break yet, and I still got one more topic here to talk about before we take our break, and I'm really, really excited about this one. And this is AR mapping. So sometimes it's easy to forget that in addition to being a game developer, that Niantic is also a tech company. First and foremost, they're a tech company. And they're leading the charge globally in augmented reality tech, specifically software. And they have this ultimate vision of mapping the entire world in AR to build this mirror world using the Niantic real world platform and all this stuff that will ultimately be this foundation for commercial applications, educational and medical applications, tourist applications, like all these possibilities by mapping the world. So what the fuck does that mean, like, for Pokemon Go trainers? Well, now certain Pokestops will have a special design on it that will indicate that you will receive an AR mapping task when you spin that stop. And the task is going to require you to complete an action either at that stop that you spun or another local stop. There's going to be like the AR scanning tab in the game, and you pretty much, this has been in Ingress for a while, but you pretty much just point the phone at the Pokestop and scan the area. This will then capture the data, and it's not just taking video. So there's a whole lot of calculations and a whole lot of shit going on that I don't understand. That's like GPS-based, depth-based, all this shit, all this data being captured and being sent back to Niantic. So this has kind of got the community thinking and like really talking and trying to say, like, what the fuck are we doing this for? Like, why are we doing this? And we haven't really been given any details on how this will actually impact Pokemon Go or even how it will impact Niantic's real world platform. But it absolutely puts some very, very powerful computing tools in the hands of Pokemon Go trainers. Now, the feature rolled out starting at level 20. I'd imagine that it will, potentially go down a little bit. But completing one of these AR mapping tasks will count towards your daily research stamp. Let's talk about the community's reaction here. But you know what, Adam, at first, how do you feel about this? Like, are you excited to give this a try?
I am excited. I have one currently, and it's for the moose down at the end of my road.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like I plan on that. I just, I've got to get out of my car and do it. So it's kind of frustrating when you're driving and you have the Go Plus and you hit the stop and it's just like adds into your like Pokestop tasks and you're like, come on, I don't need that now.
Right.
That's the only frustrating thing because I can't like actively be like, oh, well, where was that? Hold on, let me just turn around. Like I was in.
For me too, that's what I was getting, like, because I'm driving with the Go Plus on auto spin, and it's like I'll drive by a stop, pick up the research, not know it, and it's like, oh, this shit is from fucking 2 towns back. Now, luckily,
yeah, exactly.
There is the link that will send you to your map app to get directions back to the Pokestop, so you can do that. So if you don't recognize the artwork, the photo disc, like where the fuck was this stop, you can click get directions and it'll take you back there, which is kind of cool. But this is cool, right? Like from a technology perspective, this is cool that our device becomes perspective, AR, right?
Yes, it's cool. It really is. As far as the rewards for doing said task, like again, if I'm going to get out of my car or I'm going to, like for a rural player, if I'm going to get out of my car, and like go to that Pokestop, like it's got to be worth it. And that's going to be the line where
you mean 2 Nanab berries aren't a good enough reward?
No, 1 max potion, 1 hyper potion, like just it's not enough. I think Mega Energy would be a step in the right direction. I think Stardust, like 1,000 per like scan stop, like that Stardust will get people to do anything.
Yeah.
To be honest. And then I got one task that was a lure module, and I was like, whoa, I need to do that. But it was just in an area where it wouldn't work. It's not an okay area for me to be scanning a Pokestop. So
right.
I don't know how they calculate that, but I think the lure module was a great reward.
Yeah, hell yeah, absolutely.
It's just I just couldn't it just wouldn't work.
So here's where the community is with this. And we did see this feature get turned on, then immediately turned off, and then like an hour or two later get turned back on. Because what was happening was trainers realized that you actually didn't have to scan what you were supposed to scan. You could just start scanning, scan the fucking ground, and it would give you the credit for the task. So they turned it off, I guess, to combat this and figure out, like, and make sure that people are scanning the right stuff. Who knows? But what ended up happening was two things. First, the community was like, why the fuck am I doing this? Why should I care? Like you were saying, it's not worth the 100 Stardust. Like, what? Why am I doing this? So you had people asking that question. But then you had the people asking the question of, am I doing Niantic's job for them? Am I like free labor for Niantic? Like Niantic wants to AR map the world. Like, why am I doing it for them? Why aren't they doing it? So I think that that's an interesting perspective.
Yes.
So then you have the sentiment of people getting concerned that if a mailbox is in one location and it's supposed to be on the corner, but when the person in Wayfair put that mailbox Pokestop there, they cheated it over 20, 30 feet so it would fit in the next S2 cell. So when a task is to scan that mailbox and you scan the mailbox, Niantic's going to realize, wait a second, it's not on the corner, it's across the street. We're going to remove that mailbox Pokestop from the game because it's not where it belongs. So people are then concerned, like, not only am I doing Niantic's work for them, but I'm like being a narc and potentially could be auditing and removing stops in my area because they're not necessarily following protocol. So you have the Wayfarer community that's up in arms because they're saying, like, well, we work so hard to manipulate, the system to maximize S2 cells because, by doing some sketchy shit. So they're like, don't scan shit. No one scan anything. Stops are going to get removed. So you have that whole, like, community
debacle
going crazy. Yeah. So very interesting community feel about this. I'm like the paladin in this situation. It's like, I want, if shit isn't right and it's mislabeled or mislocated, get that shit out of the fucking game. But a lot of people are like, no, I want my fake mailbox stop here. It's convenient for me, so don't scan it. So it's a very interesting perspective. Just like you have so many people in the Wayfarer forums that are upset about this because they don't want to lose their exploited, I hate to put it like that, but their exploited stops. There's also communities of people that are like, no, fuck that. Let's clean up the game. Let's remove the exploited stuff. So very, very interesting stuff. It'll be interesting to see if things actually do get removed because of this. All right, Adam, that was almost a full show. So let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we just got some miscellaneous shit to talk about, and then we'll wrap up. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a fantastic plan.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be back right after this. And we are back from our break. All right, a little housekeeping to get through before the ass of the show. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And I want to give a huge shout-out to our show supporter tier patrons. Ace Trainers, Alex, Andrew, Brent, Brian, Brittany, Chad, Chris, Dan Gearsby Bangin', DJ Banks, Garrett, G-Stacks87, Griggle788, Harry, James, Jason, J Mackle, Lynchbot, Mike, M-Pits, PokeNabBot, Purple Pancake, Sam, Smeatwad, The Noise, Woodwoos Wolf, and new for this week, Malachi. Thank you all so incredibly much for your support. Double huge shout out to our gym leader supporters, Dig Dug Rob, Jamal, Talon, Tish, and TN Comics Wiz, thank you.
You all rock.
And, of course, a ton of love to our executive producer, Paul Bott. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there's still a couple other ways you could help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. All right, Adam, a couple things I guess we could just run through here really, really quick, miscellaneous news-wise. A Verizon special weekend has been announced. This is going to be kind of like a companion to the Mexican 7-Eleven and the U.S. Grubhub promotions for the special weekend. And it's the same time, pretty much the same event, the difference being the unknown. So the unknown will be V and Z for Verizon that will be spawning during this event. This bothers me a little because I am not a Verizon customer. And I only need 2 fucking unknown to complete the alphabet, and one of them is Z. So I'm not going to be able to get this. I'm going to have to trade for it, which is not that big a deal. But in addition to the actual event, you had Verizon-colored face masks and hoodies available for your avatars, which was pretty cool. Latin America and the Caribbean are getting a Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, event on Sunday, November 1st through Monday, November 2nd. Pokemon representing the different elements of the Day of the Dead will appear in the wild, like Cubone, Sunflora, Roselia, Cacnea, Duskull, and Litwick. And incense will attract Pokemon like Ghastly, Mischievous, Absol, Shuppet, Duskull, Drifloon, and Litwick. Field research will be available with Marowak, Alolan Marowak, Murkrow, and Duskull, and Poffins will be available as GBL rewards, and a special box containing incense Poffins and remote raid passes will be in the shop.
Whoa.
All right, Adam,
last
little bit of news here. Last little bit of news. Yeah, but that's only for Latin America and the Caribbean, so we're not going to be able to get the Day of the Dead stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's
but
fine.
Last little
still...
event here, Sylph Arena Marsh Cup was just announced today. This is November's Sylph Arena meta. Very, very cool sounding meta. It says, prepare to confront the mysterious dangers lurking in the marsh. It says, battle remotely. Join and battle in ranked PvP tournaments throughout the month of November. Find local groups to compete with remotely on sylph.gg/map. Now, here we go. You have to have, it's Great League, of course, but you can the meta features poison, ghost, bug, grass, and water types. Tropius, Abomasnow, and Mega Pokemon are banned. And you have to bring at least one of those 5 types: ghost, poison, bug, grass, and water. So you can't have an all water team. You have to spread it out a little bit. Sounds like a pretty cool meta. It was literally just announced today. So there's not much information on it. I haven't even seen any hot takes and stuff yet. I know Alfindial announced this on his stream tonight. That was really exciting. But a lot of stuff, I'm sure will be coming out for the Marsh Cup over the next week as people start putting together teams and PV Poke data gets aggregated. We'll have to see where this goes. But
I'm excited,
Adam. I think we did it, man. That was a lot of fucking information we packed to the front half of that show.
That was so
let's take
much
a break and then
information.
just close it out.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Man.
All right, that's the show, guys.
Dude, November it sounds great, and the Halloween event sounds fucking awesome. I'm really excited.
I cannot wait. I mean, from the recording, it's literally, well, technically in 3 minutes it'll be the 22nd, but basically today at 6 p.m. PDT, we're gonna get the Glarion stuff, and then the next day we'll have Halloween stuff. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. But thank you, everyone, for checking out the show. We definitely appreciate you making it this far into the recording. You can email us, info@luredup.com. You can leave us a voicemail, text, picture, video, 732-835-8639. Check out luredup.com for everything that's going on with the show, PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on at the network. Oh, and last thing, we did sponsor the world's largest unofficial Ghost Snapshot contest, which just wrapped up. Did this along with Pello Pogo, Pogo Trainer Gear, Ash Ketchup, and Zoe Two Dots. And we had 268 entries. And the winner has been announced as of tomorrow. So I don't have the links just yet, but check the link in the description for the article that Ash is going to put together for G2G.media that will showcase the top 3 finalists for the contest. Amazing talent was put on display for this contest. It was
Such
really,
good
really cool to be a part of.
photography.
Yeah, fucking amazing. Fucking really, really cool. Really cool. But Adam, if that's it, I think that's it.
Well, trainers, just email us. We want to hang out. We want to hear your stories. Tell us what you think about the whole AR mapping thing. Let us know.
Yeah,
we want to have a conversation. Yeah, we would definitely want to have a conversation about it.
Yeah, it's a hot topic. I definitely want to do more AR mapping.
It's such a hot topic that we need to cut our bangs and paint our nails black.
And on that note, keep training, trainers. We'll see everyone next week.